What is up guys, I hope everyone is doing well and I hope that you have everything sorted for the holiday season. In today's video we are going to go ahead and take a look at my brand new monitors. So if you have been around the channel for a while, you will know that I have this triple monitor setup featuring ViewSonic's XG270QG and the reviews for them will be linked down below. While these are still awesome monitors, ViewSonic has went ahead and released a brand new XG270QG Elite model and were kind enough to go ahead and send them out to me. They are still 27 inch 1440p and support GSYNC, but there are some notable upgrades that have made me want to go ahead and switch out all three of these for 3 of them. So in today's video we're going to go ahead and take a good look at it, so let's get into it. So let's go ahead and start with the simple stuff. What's in the box? So other than the monitor, you're going to get the power adapter, you'll get 2 mains, one UK and one EU, a DisplayPort cable, your USB hub cable, and ViewSonic have kindly included a set of detachable hood wings just in case you want to go ahead and rock them, and in case you are wondering, they're super easy to install and are fully adjustable. So on to the start of the show, the brand new XG270QG. Looks wise, I am absolutely in love with this compared to my current monitor setup, as ViewSonic have delivered what the people want and went with that stealthy, simple look. One thing that slightly annoyed me about my current monitors was the green accent on the bottom bezel, and while they are sitting like this you obviously can't see them, but if you were to use the stand there was loads of green in the stand, and honestly if you didn't have green in your setup they just wouldn't go at all. So speaking of the stand, this new monitor features a black powder coated brushed metal and it feels pretty solid. The rest of the stand is a solid plastic, it feels pretty sturdy and features this hexagonal cutout for cable management. The stand itself is super easy to put in place or remove utilising the quick release system, and if you're wall mounting we obviously have that VESA mount. In terms of adjustment there is plenty with good height, swivel, tilt, or even portrait available, so finding that perfect position shouldn't be an issue at all. You'll also be happy to know that it isn't very deep, meaning that you won't need a large desk, but it is definitely solid and going nowhere. Looking elsewhere, the side and top bezels have also been shrunken down and feature a nice panel border, while the bottom is a little larger, but I'm definitely digging this move as it looks super sleek. Moving on to the rear, and you will find more black plastic and some other goodies like this handy little headphone stand that folds down from the side, and ViewSonic have also included 2 mouse bungees, one at each end, catering for everyone. So as you've probably noticed already, we also have built-in RGB in this monitor, and unlike some previous iterations I have seen, this is certainly brighter, so it should have no trouble making that wall behind your monitor shine. We also have some other RGB strips on the underside of the panel, and this will of course light up the stand or your desk space. If you are just utilising the built-in OSD, you can't have a set colour here, but there are a few different modes like rainbow, breathing or stack, and you can control both the rear and the underside lights independently or completely turn them off if you wish. Another feature worth noting is that you can control this RGB and sync it up with the rest of your peripherals etc, utilising software from either Razer, Thermaltake or Cooler Master, so that is definitely a nice touch. Speaking of the OSD, this is controlled by the joystick in the centre at the bottom of the monitor, and honestly on the model I have it feels a little flimsy, but it's still really easy to navigate the menus. In the menus you can also fully customise and calibrate your display the way you wish, and obviously you can go ahead and overclock it to achieve that 165Hz. There are plenty of options to go through, and after some tweaking you will definitely find a profile you like, and honestly the profile that this came set with looked absolutely fine, but if you are into some other kind of colour grading etc, you will definitely want to go ahead and tweak this. In terms of ports, we have a DisplayPort 1.2, HDMI 1.4, a 3.5mm headphone jack, the USB hub connector, 3 USB 3.0 ports and a DC in. So in case you are wondering, there are built-in speakers in this monitor, but they are rear facing and only 2W, and while they sound okay at lower levels, if you crank them all the way up they do get a little distorted, and obviously This is a gaming monitor, so most of you guys will be rocking a headset anyway. Just as a little side note, it's also worth noting that the ports on the rear can be covered using this removable plastic bracket, just in case you like to keep things nice and tidy. Okay, so now that all of that is out of the way, how good is the actual display? Well, this 27-inch 1440p Nano IPS panel is an absolute pleasure to use. It's super sharp, it's vibrant, so watching content on it is a pleasure, and when it comes to gaming, I certainly wasn't disappointed, especially when you overclock it to 165Hz, enable G-Sync, and utilise that super fast response time. It was smooth and a pleasant experience. Like most IPS panels, the contrast is a little weak, but the colour reproduction blew me away. If you like lots of vibrancy and saturation, then this monitor is worth checking out. Playing games like Call of Duty and Apex Legends was nothing short of spectacular. So if you upload videos to YouTube or do some light colour work in Photoshop, Lightroom, etc., then you should have no trouble utilising this monitor. Obviously, if you're a professional, then I would look elsewhere, as this is aimed at gamers, and you should be looking at the market for people who do colour work. So ViewSonic do quote a 1 millisecond response time for this monitor. I have no means of measuring that, but I definitely had no trouble. It was super fast while I was playing games, and I had no trouble absolutely dominating at Call of Duty as always.
The truth shall set you free!
So price wise, you are looking at $600 in the US and £600 here in the UK, so it's definitely not the cheapest monitor on the market, but it does pack a ton of features, so you are going to have to go ahead and weigh that up whether the price tag suits your needs or not. Honestly, I cannot wait to swap these out, and my new setup is going to be absolutely stunning. So as I said at the start, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell if you want to see my new setup for 2020. I can't wait to go ahead and get it done. So if you have any questions about this monitor, anything I missed, etc., let me know down below in the comments section, and I will get back to you as soon as possible. I hope all you guys have a great holiday season, whatever you're doing, and I will catch you on Twitter, Instagram, and all that good stuff. As always, thank you so much for tuning in. Stay safe, be kind to each other, and I will catch you on the next one. Peace.